What's up, DMS? It's Maddie
and Jenna.
Now let's take a look at this week's broadcast.
Did you know that a girl from our school was on TV lip-syncing to What Doesn't Kill You Make You Stronger?
Really? Who was it?
Well, let's take a look at Macy Mackenzie's segment.
Hey DMS! It's Mackenzie and Macy, and there's a 6th grader that goes here to DMS.
Her name is Juliana, and she was recently on Lip Sync Battle Shorties on Nickelodeon.
Let's go find out more about her.
Tell us about the experience of being on Nickelodeon.
The experience, it was really fun and it was cool. You would think it was nerve-wracking, but it wasn't. I met a lot of new people and it was a fun experience, and it was cool being able to do something like that.
Okay. What are some of the experience you have had in the past that led you to this opportunity?
I was in a story on KC News, and it was called Dancing Without Music. And someone my mom knows, they came to my studio, and I just did some of my dances, and then they taped it, and then it became a story. And so, yeah, it was really cool doing that.
Are you continuing to do anything in the future regarding Nickelodeon?
Yes. Pretty soon, like March 4th through the 7th, I am going to New York to dance on Broadway with some of the people that I met doing the Nickelodeon experience, and it's in front of like a bunch of like really popular producers and directors, and so that's gonna be really cool. And I've never been to New York before, so yeah.
DMS wishes you good luck, Juliana.
This is Macy
and Mackenzie, signing off for DMS Broadcasting.
See you next week, DMS.
Are you girls working in here?
Yes. Man, Mr. Coakley's my favorite sub.
Let's take a look at AJ's segment to learn more about Mr. Coakley.
So, we got this pretty cool picture back here. I know you're wondering, who took that amazing photo? Well, our one and only Mr. Coakley took that. Not only does he love to sub, he also has other hobbies, including photography. Let's go over to learn more about him. Hello, I'm here with Mr. Coakley. I'm sure you've seen him subbing around here. He subs around here quite a bit, and I know a lot of people would like to get to know him better. So, hello, Mr. Coakley. What do you enjoy about subbing?
Well, I like the kids. I like the staff here at Discovery Middle School. This is a great place to work, and I really enjoy being here.
Are there any limits about how many days you can sub?
Well, I'm a retired teacher, and the state retirement system limits me to how much I can work, and so I can work 66 days a year.
Okay, so where did you teach before subbing?
I taught over at what is now Heritage Middle School. When I taught there, it was Liberty Junior High. So I retired from there after teaching 28 years.
What did you teach?
Social studies. Most of the time it was 9th grade social studies.
Do you have any other hobbies other than subbing?
I enjoy photography a lot. So I do a lot of photography, and I like taking portraits and just general photography.
Where's your favorite place to sub around the district?
Discovery Middle School is the only place I sub. This is, like I said, a great place to work. The students are very enjoyable to work with. The staff is a great staff. So this is the only place I choose to work.
All right, thank you for your time, Mr. Coakley.
Thank you.
Hopefully you learned more about this stubbly male, Mr. Coakley.
Have a great weekend, DMS.
See you guys later.
Did you know we have a lot of talented people at our school?
Really? Like who?
Well, let's take a look at Claire's segment to find out more.
It's a very talented school, but let's take some time to focus on 2 students that are doing musical talents outside of school.
What instruments do you play?
I play the drums.
Where do you play the drums?
I have a drum set at my house, and I also play at the worship band in church.
Do you play anything else?
Yeah, I play piano and bass guitar.
How long have you been playing it?
I've been playing drums for 8-ish or 9-ish years. I've been playing guitar for about 2 months, piano. I never really took lessons for piano. I sort of just learned everything by ear.
What's your favorite thing to play?
Right now it's probably drums because that's what I'm best at, but once I get better at bass guitar, I could really get into that.
Thank you.
What instrument do you play and how long have you played it?
I play viola and I've played since 5th grade.
Where do you play it?
I play viola at the Kansas City Youth Symphony and at school.
What is the Kansas City Youth Symphony?
So the Kansas City Youth Symphony is a program where anyone from 5th to 12th grade can join, and you get to play in a big group, and there's a lot of challenging music.
How'd you get in it?
So every year in May there's an audition, and you can get into one of the 5 groups. So there's Symphonic, Academy, Philharmonic Debut, and Overture. So you can get into one of those 5, and you usually get the results in 1 to 2 weeks.
How often do you perform?
So we perform every season. There's one concert for fall, winter, and spring.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you know more about the musical talent students have at this school. Hope you have a good week, India.
With everything happening in our world inside of schools,
We think we should take a closer look. Let's go to Macy and Mackenzie to find out what they have to say.
Some of you may have heard of the March for Our Lives movement.
The campaign started after the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in Parkland, Florida on February 14, 2018.
A gunman opened fire in the high school. There were 14 life-threatening injuries and 17 deaths.
The march will take place on March 24, 2018. It is a nationwide event. Kids and families will be taking to the streets to protest gun violence.
The goal is to eliminate mass and school shootings throughout the United States. Macy, how do we eliminate this type of violence in our community?
One way to help prevent this from happening is remembering how to properly report it.
Remembering the phrase, hear/see something, say something.
This means that if you hear or see someone or something suspicious, you should say something about it.
You can talk to a trusted adult or report it on the anonymous school website Sprigio. This way you are taking action over the dramatic event and could possibly be saving a life.
Make sure you give information of what happened, to, when, and where.
Now let's go to Mr. Scott and Mrs. Dickerson to see what they have to say about the subject.
What do you think of the hear/see something process?
Well, I think it's a good process. We have to definitely get the word out to students, but you know, students who see or hear things that give them a kind of a disturbing feeling, they really need to talk to somebody, and that's what, you know, in a lot of crisis, the kids are the ones who are seeing and hearing what's going on, and adults oftentimes aren't aware of things. So I think it's a good program to get students educated that they need to speak up when they see or hear something.
Okay, thank you.
What are you hoping to come out of this campaign?
My hope is that students feel empowered to report things that they're seeing that are of concern of other safety and concern of their own safety, and that we feel that we have an outlet to share those concerns, whether that be Sprigio, whether that be finding a trusted adult. But my goal is that everyone is taking some ownership and responsibility for the safety of ourselves and others.
Okay, thank you.
If we as students do our part by reporting something suspicious, then it could help save a terrible incident.
So remembering the phrase see/hear something, say something can truly help prevent a terrible incident or dramatic event from happening in our community and school.
Stay safe and have a good weekend.
Join Culinary Club. Make sure to go get a sheet outside of Miss Dickerson's room. It takes place on April 17th.
Hey, what are you doing this weekend?
I don't have anything. Why?
Well, you should go see that play at LMS. It's on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. Well, sadly, that's all the time we have.
See you later, DMS.
Bye, DMS.